Langrisser.
Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So I'm just gonna get the SSS level trials complete today, and let's begin with the first one, where the time law is when you attack a target with lower hit points than yours, damage will decrease by half. So kill them off in one hit if possible, or else they're going to be a bit more annoying to take down. Actually, let's just change Liana's skills a bit. Maybe I'll just bring the summon because, well, it doesn't really, I don't think I really need it. Let's see, so Landius and Tiara still make my usual characters, I feel, right? Even though these enemies have Roar. Or I can actually use Leaden. Now that my Leaden has his 3C, I'm able to use Righteous Duel because it can't be dispelled. So that's another option, but Landius is fine too. Right, so we'll have these three. Will I need a damage dealer? Probably not, but I could bring one. You know, maybe Listel might work out. And Sophia to round up the party, I guess. Whatever. The other characters are really optional. I feel like Landius and Tiaras alone could take care of this. Actually, it's not even I feel like, it's they definitely can. So my Landius at 6 stars can get his buff at 3 range from Listel. So that's just a convenient thing. And then everyone else just moves up. And I may as well just Miracle up. So that one is planned. The tentacle hit Tiaras. And I get hit by Roar for the first time on my Landius. So let's Peace of Mind up. And have, you know what, let's just move Liana first to remove that debuff on Tiaras. And then, I don't know, just heal up a little, I guess. Doesn't really matter there. And finally, I suppose I'll have Listel just melee attack. Finish off that heavily damaged Cyclops. So yeah, Landius is not killing these guys in general, but they're getting weakened, I suppose. Alright, so what's next? I don't really want to actually... I'm gonna Blood Dance right here on these three. That's actually why I brought her, because Blood Dance can still do full damage for sure. And I guess I'll attack Blessing. And yes. I might as well have him attack the Cuttlefish. Just making use of everything I've got. So wow, what is going on? Anyways. So I'm just gonna end Landius' turn now so that he gets his talent buff. Right? The extra, you know, the extra attack and defense. And finally, I'm just gonna regenerate him. Interesting that Landius is totally failing to kill these guys. I really didn't expect that, but that's okay. So why don't I just rewind here? So that I can have Listel Blood Dance yet again to get rid of these two. And then Landius can hopefully kill off that last infantry. Maybe Blood Dance is doing less damage as well. In any case, let's Miracle up. These enemies were actually a bit tankier than I expected them to be. Yeah, there we go. Landius finally killed off one enemy. I expected that to actually happen for all of those infantry characters, and it didn't. Nonetheless, battle's done. So that's the first one. Took a bit longer than expected. SSS Trial 2. After taking action, all units have a 30% chance of acting again. That's actually a more annoying time law. So lots of assassins. 2 assassins, I should say. You know what? Landius will be fine. You know, I could just use this party and have a clear, because I'm too lazy to find a damage dealer. So let's move Liana first. Who got to act again? Whatever. So I guess I'll act again? Whatever. And then move Landius all the way up, where he's still buffed by Liana. And then the miracle up will come from Tierras. And then another act again. So I guess I'll place it. I'll just leave her, whatever. Right. And then this guy can move. Can't move very far. So I'm just gonna regenerate Landius. If this guy gets stacked again, he'll attack my Sophia, but no big deal if that happens. Oh, interesting. The bone dino survived. Not for long. And there's the Roar Strike, which took out some of my attack value. So I think it got rid of the talent buff. Oh, maybe I do need a damage dealer to take down the healer though. Ah, should be okay. So let's start with Attack Blessing on Landius. Get to act again. This is throwing me off so much. Anyways, so let's have Landius melee attack the enemy Holy General, wiping it out. I got to act again. I was going to use Liana's act again anyways, but since I got to act again, I'll just peace of mind up. And then, in this case, I might as well act again Tierras then, because she can reactivate Healing Light on Landius. And finally, I might as well rewind everyone. just one archer left, which Landius will take care of. Alright, SSS Trial 3. While being suppressed, attack and defense are both increased by 30%. Yet again, lots of ranged enemies, so yet again I'll keep Landius here. You know, why don't I just throw in Rachel? Yeah. I think she'll make a solid AoE attacker and whatnot, right? With Runic Void and so on. But alternatively, you can, you know, Rachel would get buffed by Landius, but if you don't have Rachel built, you can very easily use like Lana or Shafaniel, right? They both also have lots of AoEs, so... Alright, so faction buff. Why don't I toss out a Heaven Sanction here? Just damage them a bit. Right? Guess I'll gospel up Lena. I should have gospeled her up beforehand. Really. Oh well. Regenerate Landius and Miracle up. So with the AoE damage from Lana, that archer killed itself. Yeah, I think the issue here, the reason I'm not killing them in general is because I'm just lacking a tiny bit of damage on the cavalry. Right, the soldiers. My soldiers are not killing their soldiers successfully. Alright. So I get hit by 2 Wind Whispers, but not a big deal as long as nobody dies. And there we go. So far so good. So now I guess I'll toss out, you know, either a black hole or whatever. I have Heaven Sanction since clock's activated, but if it didn't, I'd probably toss out a black hole here. Peace of mind. Next. I guess I'll attack Blessing? I don't know. I'm not really attacking at all, if we're being perfectly honest, but I'll do it anyways. And... rewind. So the shifting position is so this Mage General ends up attacking me. Which looks good. And I just need to mop up that Mage General, like so. Alright, another battle done. Moving on to the next fight. SSS Trial 4. Hit points are reduced by 50%, but the enemy will only take fixed damage, so it's time for Listel to shine. Other fixed damage dealers include Liffany and Egbert, right? If you have them built up. I'll just use Egbert. I don't think I really have anyone else doing fixed damage. You know, if you have mirror armor on your tank, that would be fixed damage as well. But I'll leave it as this. So Landius will just tank. I'm too lazy to shift this gear to the mirror armor that I have. And let's just get started. So I'm gonna let them get close first. Right? There's no reason for me to really waste my AoEs when they're all spread out like this. So let's just wait. Landius won't really do any damage to these enemies, but it's fine. I'd do something if I had that mirror armor. Maybe I should have brought Freya, right, as my tank instead. But it's not a big deal. As long as they can't kill me, we're good to go. Alright, so let's start with a blood dance on this left side to wipe out these three. Or they survive for a tiny bit of hit points. Wow, really? Huh. Guess I have too little hit points on my Listel now. Anyways. Well, so be it. So I'm going to have to toss out the second AoE at them. It's a little bit annoying, actually. There we go. At least some of them are down. So I might as well rewind at this point so that Listel has access to her blood dance yet again. Okay, well, at least that guy did end up dying because he only had 11 hit points. I want to hit them all with, including this Mist Dancer, with the next Blood Dance. So I'm just gonna wait. Right. Until this Mist Dancer gets closer. It's not worth hitting them yet. So... just... I think I'm just gonna set up like this. Alright, so they should now all be in range for me to hit. Should be. Ooh, maybe not. That cavalry general went after Sophia. So yeah, it's out of range. But so be it. Let's just get rid of this group. Leaving just that cavalry general. Which is now going to take a little bit longer to clear, but so be it. Oh. That did some damage to him. So that will allow me to finish. There we go. Wow. Okay, so then we are now on the SSS Ultimate Trial. So overall, that went pretty smoothly. So let's take a look. Time Law. After taking action, you gain a buff. Increases damage dealt by 20% and reduces damage taken by 50%. It lasts 2 turns, can be dispelled. Alright, let's take a look at the actual trial then. Alright, so the time law for this fight is very annoying. So ideally you would kill them all on turn 1, but they're so far away that you can't do so. So you're facing off against a protagonist party with Rachel, Landius, Ledin, Matthew, and Tierras. So given I can't get that close to them at the beginning, I'm going to be bringing Bozel with his faction buff, I guess. Right, faction buff and AoE and probably Seal. Right, Listel would be good. Also with Seal, Mindbore and Blood Dance. Let's see, who else should I bring? I think I'll bring Shefaniel because Shefaniel has Demolish, and Demolish is capable of removing 1 buff from the enemies. So I want to dispel some buffs if possible, right? Other characters who could dispel buffs would be, you know, Leonhard. Rachel has Demolish as well, right? Leonhard dispels 2 buffs, and if he has Demon Slayer, he can dispel more. So Leonhard would actually work really, really well here as a side note. And the last character I bring, well, yeah, I'll bring Landius anyways, and I'll bring Shefaniel. Or sorry, Tierras, because Tierras can provide healing light to my Landius. So let's just begin, get started, see how this plays out. And the goal... I think the goal initially is to just move up into their range then, and force them to come to me, so that I can start striking them. Wait. Oh, I also get this... Wait, I also get this time law effect? Interesting. Okay. I thought it only applied to... I clearly didn't read the time law properly. I thought it only applied to the enemy, but I'm getting it too. Wow, that actually makes this fight way easier. Okay, I'm totally not complaining about that. If I get this time law, this fight is super easy then. So I don't really mind triggering them at all. In any case, so my whole party has gotten that buff. They hit me with Arcane Blast. Do they get it? They also do. Yeah. And they get a whole bunch of buffs. Unfortunately, Shefaniel only removes 1 buff. Right? So it's gonna be kind of luck based whether I get to remove the buff that I want to remove. Unfortunately. But we'll try it. So let's send Shefaniel forward to toss out that Demolish to start. Removing 1 buff randomly. And I might as well just mind bore all of these enemies to start. I'm going to have Bozel toss out the quick debuff. silencing more of them.
戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。俺に力を貸して
Landius
く
will
れ。
move up and activate Peace of Mind. And Tieris is just going to heal up Landius for now.
まだ終わらないよ。 まだ終わらないよ。
Alright, so yeah, they're totally not taking all that much damage from me right now, because as long as they kept the Time Lord buff, they're a little bit annoying to kill. But just because they can live doesn't mean they're a big threat. Right? Especially when I have the same buff. Alright, looking good.
ご指示ください。
So let's just demolish them once more. Here.
大掃除の時間です。
That gets rid of Rachel and Landius. Just like that.
戦いはまだ終わっていない。
I'm just gonna end my Landius' turn.
あたい、もう待ちきれないよ。
はあ。
Let's attack Blessing, Bozo, because he no longer has an AoE to attack with.
何をしてるの
And
か
I
分か
can
って
have
る。
Bozo range attack the enemy nephew, taking him out.
今度
And
はあたい
finally,
に
let's
何か
Blood
できる
Dance
ね。
Tieris and Ledin. So she's gonna heal herself and damage herself. Perfect. And then I'll be able to just finish her off
あたい
very easily.
もう待ちきれないよ。
Kind of an awkward one. Shafaniel just didn't remove enough buffs for sure there, but it is what it is, you know. Using Leonhard would probably be better, but I know not everyone has Leonhard build, so I just didn't use him there. In any case, so that's it for the SSS level trials. Thanks for watching everyone. Nitro out.